sometimes it can be very useful to include remarks or comments inside your spells just so that you remember exactly what was going on when you chose to use certain commands within your spell. So we can utilize the REM, which is short for remark. That is one way in which you can actually add commentary to your spell. So for example, here we're using REM, and then we're just saying this is just a comment, right? Now another way that you can actually make comments within your Alexia BASIC spells is to use a single quotation mark. As you can see here, there's a single quotation mark, and then after that we actually have a comment. Now what's important to keep in mind is that comments can only exist on one line. So in other words, if we wanted to continue our comment on the line below here, we'd need to add another single quotation mark and then continue the comment. In other words, we would not want to have a situation where we simply have no single quotation mark and then we end up casting the spell. Look at what's going to happen. We cast the spell and ultimately we get a notification indicating that there's an error, as you can see here, near line 3. Well, of course, because the Alexia BASIC interpreter doesn't understand what's going on here, so we need to add a single quotation mark anytime we're going to have a comment on any individual line. Of course, alternatively, we could use the REM command statement, which then we can include our comment within the greater than, or actually the less than and greater than symbols. Now there too, we don't want to have a situation where the command or the comment continues, down here. It's hard to type and speak at the same time. Continues down here, because ultimately what'll happen is if we try to cast this spell with this type of line break, unfortunately we're going to get once again another error notification indicating that there's a problem. So we'll want to come up here, bring that back up so that it's all on one line. That's really the optimal way to do it. And now when we cast this spell, we'll see that everything goes as intended, and in the emulated computer screen window we have hello world. Now you may wonder, why in the world is it showing up all the way down here? Shouldn't it be appearing further up? Well, that's easily solved by simply coming up here, typing in CLS, realizing that sometimes whenever there's an error, it can create a scenario in which the emulated computer screen window attempts to output data, but of course there's nothing to output because there was an error. But if we just include a clear screen command, then everything's cleared. We actually go ahead and execute the print command, which includes the wording hello world. We have some commentary in here that does not get executed. However, it's still part of our spell, and we see everything appear as it should in the emulated computer screen window. So that's how you can use the REM command, or alternatively the undocumented single quotation mark, which also acts as a way to include comments within Alexia BASIC spells. Thanks for watching. Now please subscribe to our channel.